welcome to Dykes Mann and Damme for those in the know. Yeah, the best podcast that's hosted on a Thursday at 6 o'clock or 1 o'clock by him, Jamie Dykes, and me, Carl Mann. And it's the name, innit? Get it?
Yeah. Figure it out, kids. Figure it out. I mean, we was hoping it'd be cryptic, and whoever cracked the code would get like $1 million from Matt Nappo's Mind Dog TV channel. But no one cracked it, so keep the funds.
They didn't, but please hit subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a lot. It's easy for you, isn't it? And press like. It's nothing for you. It's everything for us. It's all we live for. It's all we live for. And a shout out, thank you to our grand podcast. I wrote a little thing. A grand podcast overlord, Matt Nappo and Mind Dog TV, hosting the show, even though he's basically in love with Joe Rogan that pretends to hate him. All right?
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah. That's what it is. They both look like each other. They both look like giant thumbs, right? That's what they look like.
If they ever got on a podcast together opposite that table, it would just be like a thumb war. Like, hang on, you said this stuff about COVID. It's like, no, I didn't, man. It's okay. Yeah, you're a liar. I'm not, man. Relax. Listen, you're cranky. You're older than I am. You're less successful. Okay, relax. I love you.
You tried microdosing? Yeah, I love you.
It'll just end with I'm just humping on that big Joe Rogan desk.
Yeah. Cock slapping everywhere. It'd be brilliant. I think that'd be great. I think that's the future of podcasting. It's just Matt Nappo and Joe Rogan just getting it on.
I think so. Just like the shot from behind where it's just those old balls swinging.
Yeah. Speaking of balls, my dog had his balls off today, old poor Hank.
Unbelievable. What a segue. Crazy. That's one of the topics I was going to bring up. It's the most disgusting yet commonly accepted form of animal abuse. We do it to cats as well. Let's just cut their fucking... cut their identity off. His poor little eyes. Those photos, I can bring up the photos you sent me earlier. He looks so happy this morning. Let me find this first
so
one.
Painful this morning, but now he looks depressed.
Honestly, look how happy he looks there. Look. Oh.
I'm so happy. Oh, so happy.
I'm going to have a nice old day licking these balls, and then what happens? A couple of hours later, look at this. Look at that for a change in mood.
Fucking depressed.
The red eye as well. He's like, I am stressed and upset.
I'm stressed. I'm high on painkillers. He was completely fucking like muffled. It was fun because we brought him home. We took him in the garden just for like put him on his leads so he can go for a pee in the garden. And he was just standing there. His two back legs were like tight together, just like interlocked. Like I ain't letting my legs open again.
It is weird. Yeah, it must be so stressful. It is weird though because in you just don't think about it. It's just a dog's a dog, right? But when you go to Brazil, they all have to just have their bollocks. They don't cut them off at all. So then you realize what's different about this dog that I'm watching walk down the street? Oh, it's a big swinging, massive fucking balls.
Yeah,
nice.
Different thing, man.
Wah, 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 wah.
Huge, and he had a big set of balls, man. So I believe it took 3 people to handle them. Just like, come on, like a fucking chain gang.
I should have come and help. His Mind Dog on his period too. I don't know what's up with Mind Dog. Has he been moody today?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I caught a glimpse of the show earlier on, but I was preoccupied looking after.
No, he was in a good mood when I went up there. We were busy just railing on Dean, the conversation flow ruiner, and only joking, Dean. If you're listening this back.
Yeah.
Morgan Murphy.
Morgan Murphy, get on the podcast. He shouts more than the dog, man.
I know, he's right. He's a good boy, though, Dean. He is the knife man of the Bronx and highly dangerous. So I shouldn't, if I ever do go to New York, and I do hope to in the not too distant future, I better watch out. I better look down every dark corner, dark alley for the knife man.
You'd be waiting at the fucking tube station or the subway, as they call it, to throw you under a train. What did you say about me, Carl? Bye.
It's taken a long time, and it might fall down because it just poked over the top of the curtain. But I've got a space. It's vaguely lit from below, but not with a purple light. And I got some better lighting, so this room is slowly taking shape. I'm on an uncomfortable plastic chair. Oh, the camera's here, your laptop's here as well. That's why I'm looking confused. By Saturday, I'm going to do some more rearranging and have some more space. So it should be nice and comfortable for the day. And
I agree, Cody.
It's like a pillow on this chair right now, and I'll go and get a little supply
on the plastic, and then get you an ass comfortable, man.
I should have like last time in the podathon, my entire food was 6 donuts.
Yeah, that's right. Bottle of whiskey.
I was just slowly trying. There's one I can't remember who was on, but dogs trying to talk and stuff. It was at night. Someone was on late at night, and it's maybe Kermit Apio, and as he's trying to play music, there's just a shot of me shoving a donut into my face.
Putting your head down with the fucking volume turned off, covering your face. Well, times, eats best. I mean, if you're doing a 40-hour podathon, you ain't really got time to like go and have a gourmet, Anthony Pierre, Marco Pierre white meal,
Yeah, but I didn't organize myself at all. I'm trying to. I'm going to bring a picture up from it though, because hopefully this will work. Hang on.
I remember you scarfing the something down your throat.
Well, this is a shot from that's on my Twitter profile here. If it will work, I've got to be careful bringing up Twitter. I don't want it to open up all my creepy DMs. I'm sending dick pics for every girl I've ever knew. There's a little shot here. So yeah, but look at these fucking jowls on dude. Look at the neck fat. I don't know. Everything's been a bit slow. I don't know. Have I lost some of that?
You definitely lost.
Try and recreate it, like
compared to the podathon, definitely, yeah. The original.
Because it was just after Christmas. That must have been a very depressing time. And
Christmas usually just a time just to eat and drink.
After also December was just disgusting. It was just booze. Pizza. I think I was just eating pizza every day for dinner for like a month.
Lovely. I like a good pizza binge, but it gets to a point after like a couple of days when you eat leftovers, just like that's just too much. I just need like a vegetable. So you end up ordering pizza with pineapple on just the.
Yeah, we know Dean's cool. We think we're comfortable enough with him now to fuck with him though. So that's all it is. That's all it's just.
Yeah, and I kind of hope he would, fuck with us back as well.
Yeah, he does. He's got a good mouth. Do that again, you have a diabetes podathon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do it now. I went through a big phase. I'll just buy 6 donuts. I just eat donuts, and then think I'll eat 2, and I'll eat 2 each day. But instead, I eat 3, and then it's like I could do with a 4th. And when you get the 4th, it's like, well, I could eat 5.
You may as well.
And you don't want to leave one left. You might as well eat the last one. It's just
Yeah, I know. I remember like in comprehensive school, right? Every dinner time or every break time, they used to have like a pack of like 6 donuts for like £1.05, some random number. And I used to buy a pack every day for weeks, and just used to smash the fucking whole pack within.
I was unemployed for about 3 months, and I was too proud to go and get benefits and stuff. So I had no money. I literally lived on like £1, and for food I'd get a pack of 4 donuts from Tesco for like 80p or whatever it was, and then a banana and like a packet of crisps, and that would be my food for the day. Maybe a little bit of pasta if I can have it. But sometimes you get deals in Sainsbury's where they reduce the bakery to 50p, and you get like some cookies or something. I lived on that stuff. But I've been pretty healthy. Do you know what? Several people might want to snipe me in the face. I've not had a drink since I've been back from Edinburgh. I had 4 beers on last Thursday, and I had fuck all a week. And I'll probably. Do you know what? Before the podathon thing, I'll say I'm going to take 2 weeks off. But I'll probably have a few drinks on Saturday.
Yeah, I can see Saturday.
Later on, I think I'll start in the evening for us, which will be about lunchtime for New York, and start popping them back, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm gonna take it steady. Otherwise, it's just gonna be 12 hours of just like excessive drinking.
What time did we start last time?
You started before me, so
yeah. But did we start at like 11 or something like that? 11 a.m.
Yeah, you started when Inman was on his rant, and then I had one shortly after you. So I think Inman was still on while I had my first beer. I think if it wasn't when he was on straight after,
it just got too difficult. But so what? I don't know. I assume everyone knows, but if you don't know, there's another podathon on Saturday for Christine Levine, because now she's got fucking cancer. The greedy fucking bitch.
Yeah. Best birthday present she could have wished for, right? Because it was her birthday yesterday. What a way to take the fucking spotlight off everyone else's birthday.
Listen, I was putting the brakes on. Dog was talking about this podathon and she's got surgery Wednesday. I was like, hang on, Wednesday? Shouldn't we wait till Thursday to decide if or not we need to do a podathon?
Yeah.
Complications.
You never know.
But it seems she's out of surgery and doing well. So, we're looking forward to doing podathon. And it's just that we're doing 12 hours, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is British time, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I can do the last couple of hours. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Just
depends what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot of people coming in and out anyway, so it's going to be fine. I mean,
I got to be a bit quieter, to be honest, after like 11. So I'll see how it is. But in an emergency, if we have an amazing guest come on at midnight, I'll go out on the street and I'll do roaming from the streets on my phone.
You need to roam on a phone, man. That's nice. Or find a nice spot in the woods, and just do it that way.
Bit scary in the woods at midnight, I think, even for me now.
Well, it is for you because you got to walk back alone. It's
yeah, it was the same when I was 5 as well, when the pedo took me in the woods.
Yeah, they were good. They were gentle at times, though. I mean, they would leave you with a bag of sweets or some shit, and have a drink of this Coke to get rid of that salty taste in your mouth, boy. Fun times.
Yeah, everyone knew who they were, and you just steered clear of them.
Yeah.
Kelly, do us a favour and tweet out the link for this show, please. No Fall Asleep, Jamie, Louis C.K. Almost spelt him right, like Lois Lane.
That's
right, exactly. And do you know what that was? Yeah, I had exactly the same thing that I was talking about when he went and did that SNL thing as well. The SNL bit, it was exactly the same. It was literally, that's the dirty old man. Just stay away from him. Or if he's giving out sweets, just don't go in his house. Like, take him at the end of the drive. But that was the advice. So
yeah, Mr. CK, man with the advice on sexual allegations and shit. Hilarious. He's doing good. He's having a good comeback, isn't he? He's I say comeback. He just basically stepped away from the limelight for a bit, didn't he? Because of all this shit.
Yeah, he made a film.
Posed thing, really, wasn't it? As opposed to being cancelled.
Yeah, when he was touring, he did a tour a couple of years ago, but he could only go to certain places. He got barred from the UK, and then he's coming back to the UK next month, I think. So he's in Glasgow, London, Edinburgh. I don't think I can go. If there's an outside chance of me getting a ticket, I'm going to get one. So we'll see what the deal is. I don't know for now. But yeah, I'm glad he's back. He's made a film, which I haven't seen yet, called 4th of July with Joe List. And they were touring that about 7 or 8 podcasts. I think they went on Are You Garbage? They went on Yanis Pappas. They went on Ari Shafir. So they've been around. There's loads of good podcasts. It's just nice to see Louis talk. I like listening to him talk. He's a clever guy. He's interesting. He's funny.
Right. Yeah, he didn't podcast much before, did he? He sort of never really got into the old podcast.
No, because back in the day, he was on Sirius XM with Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton and stuff. Right. And then when that all fell apart, podcasting, it was kind of around, but not. And then it only really got big like 2015, 2016, and that's more or less when he got canned. So he didn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
But now I think they brought it up. I think on Yanis Pappas' thing, they brought up how he feels about what happened, and he said, he knew something was coming because he was at the top. Everyone was loving him, and he knew there'd be a crash. He just didn't know what it'd be. And he said, you know what? He likes what he's doing now. He's glad he had that, but now he likes what he's doing now because he hasn't got loads of phonies pretending to like him. He's just doing comedy in New York and going to the clubs and meeting new comics and stuff. So he's enjoying being a comic again. I think it'll make his specials better as well. He's just working comic, and he's still making what he said. He makes a certain amount of money, and then anything over that he uses for projects. So like this film, he funded it all himself, which is super rare. And he'll just do that. He'll just pay for his own shit. He brought Louis back off FX, the TV show.
Oh shit!
And put it on his own website, so you can go and buy everything from there. And I never saw most of the last series because when I was watching that one was about when he got canned, and they literally scrubbed it from the internet. You couldn't find it anywhere.
Fuck it. They just they just like the version of like whitewashing, I suppose. Only Louis C.K.
he was ginger Mexican washing. He was quite philosophical about it because he didn't hold any hard feelings towards them. They were just protecting themselves, and they've let him buy it back. So it's like he still has a good relationship with FX and with certain people. So it's like he just can't work with them directly anymore.
Yeah,
he's a talented guy. He's a talented director and writer and everything else. So he taught himself how to film everything when he did Louis. like all on his own, edit everything. So he's got the ability to do it. Just hire a small team.
Yeah,
put loads of comics in his movies, and
cool.
I want to see it. Actually, it's supposed to be quite a good film.
Yeah. Well, he's obviously not like a one-man band. He obviously is a one-man band. He's just not like a one, show pony, is he? He's obviously he's multi-skilled, multi-talented. He can do his own thing. He can make his own films. So he's kind of independent. He's not reliant on anyone else now to do anything for him, which is kind of cool.
That's Thanks sweet. For that, Kelly. Yeah, Mark Maron days. Yeah, Maron. I caught up with the Maron TV show only a couple of years ago, and I really like it. I also like the women's wrestling thing he did, Glow, which is like a comedy drama.
That's on Netflix, isn't it? Glow, yeah.
Based on a real thing called WOW, which is Women of Wrestling. That Eleanor Carrigan, Dice's opener, she's a comic as well. She was on that show as a wrestler. Nice. So it's kind of based around that as well. But I like Maron. He's got some good stories. He did a Rogan a few years ago because him and Rogan never got on. He still talks shit. They still don't really like it. Well, Maron still shits on him a bit. But he's like a more successful mind dog. But he did go on Rogan a few years ago, and they kind of made up. And he talked about Sam Kinison because he was Sam Kinison's little
bitch.
Well, Kinison was his mentor when he was like 21 or 22 at the Comedy Store, and he just ended up taking so much cocaine that he had to move out of LA for 2 years because he was hearing voices in his head for 2 years.
Well, Mark Maron was.
Yeah. So he's got some really interesting stories. Early podcaster and stuff. It goes quite good. It's kind of more of a comedy drama, but Maron's great in it. It is quite a good cast. I think they did three series. Fantastic. Oh, we've had the orders from the boss. No, we were talking about Mark Maron. We didn't dare talk about Rogan.
Yeah, we just happened to fall into the trap of mentioning Rogan. Rogan is like it's like the Hitler thing, right? After a certain point in the conversation, you'll always mention Hitler. Or when it comes to podcasting, it comes to a certain point where you'd always mention Joe Rogan. Just saying.
I was watching a Rogan right before the show. Oh my god!
Beautiful.
But yeah, Napo, the blanket's coming back. Look, we've got a bit of lighting from the floor, for the back lighting. I've got the lighting here. I think we're getting back. Instead of me sweating, I've got the same T-shirt as the last episode in Brazil. But instead of me sweating and being 10 minutes late, on time, super relaxed. We made it.
We did. Even I was fucking early. I was like 50 minutes early as well.
Yeah.
It was literally it was 17:58, 17:59. My laptop just went. So yeah.
Seth Rogen go fuck himself. The fucking oversensitive prick. That seemed to come out of nowhere. But yeah, he was bitching and whining to people online when they were making jokes and stuff. A couple of years ago, when he made his career off of offensive humor as well. So all these people can go fuck themselves.
Stupid kids.
The YouTube algorithm associates Jamie Dykes. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I'm surprised it didn't with me. I just stopped talking about him, but I kept watching the show.
Yeah. You sent me a fucking clip of that. That's bizarre. I don't know why. Maybe Rogan's always searching me. I don't know.
No, you probably posted a few links or something, or like, on Twitter over the years, that kind of thing. That'll all add up. Here we go. Come in the studio.
Come on in. Yeah. Zoom meeting's off again. Zoom meetings off.
Ringing me. Is it? Let's all have a conversation. Back on. Nice.
Let's all get involved. Let's all do it. Come another beer, please. Thank you. Oh, I was Tim Dillon's style special. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, good. It's different. It was a chunk of what I saw, and then a chunk of stuff that I didn't see because he did some UK-based stuff as well. But yeah, no, I really liked it. You could his voice is going in it. I think it must have been at the end of a bit of a run because his voice is going. But yeah, no, it's fun. What I'm really looking forward to is his next one because he said this took so long to do. Most of the material is so irrelevant now, and it took ages to come out afterwards. So it's he's kind of sick of it. The material's like 2 years old. Already, so I'm really looking forward to what he's doing now, and then when that'll come out next year. But we've got a bit of even though there's a lot of specials being put out on Netflix and stuff, we seem to have a little bit of a change of tune from them in that they're putting out specials from comics again, not just for token points.
Yeah,
they put Chris DiStefano. They've got Tim Dillon now, and 2 years ago, Dillon couldn't get a special on Netflix, even though he's still pretty big. They wouldn't give him one. They offered him like 15 minutes, and he said no. And that's why he was going to do this. Yeah, they're doing like 15 and 20-minute sets now on that Degenerate stuff, which is fine. But he said, no, I want to do it.
Degenerate is a good show, though. I thoroughly enjoy it.
But he said, no, I want to do my own hour. And so that's what he's been working on. I guess eventually they seem to have changed their mind very recently. And he was saying that it's because they're basically everyone's unsubscribing from Netflix. The stock's crashing a bit. So they're just going, okay, fuck it. We'll just put on better quality again. And I'm sure they'll still put out quantity, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. And I watched Bill Burr's Red Rocks, which I really liked that as well. A couple of days ago. For some reason, I never watched it. It was out for like a month, and I just couldn't get around to watching it. Yeah,
I started watching it. Like, I think it was at the day or so after it came out, and I think I got just under halfway through, and I went to fucking bed. I just haven't picked up on it since. But I'm just gonna watch from the start again, and then I'm just gonna do it from start to finish. But I think I would first though.
I'd pour yourself a little whiskey or a little beer and just watch it straight through. I love Dylan's only 48 minutes as well, so less than an hour.
Right, so yeah. I have got a Buffalo Trace here today being delivered, so I can watch Bill Burr with a glass of bourbon.
Do not let me fucking text you in the morning. You've drank the whole bottle.
I can't do bourbon. I can't do whiskey like you can do whiskey. You can do whiskey like.
What do you mean? I can do it, but then I'll smash my fucking head open.
You smash your fucking head open. I couldn't do whiskey like you do whiskey. It's like a couple of night, and then that's me done. But it's all good though. What I was gonna fucking say? I finished Better Call Saul. I finished watching that. Talking about Netflix.
I finished it last night.
I think it was a great fucking ending. Really good ending.
Really good. So I was worried about spoilers, right? So I got to like episode 9, and then I just in 2 days I watched 2.5 episodes, and then I watched the last one last night. Good. It might have been the night before.
Yeah,
I think the last one was Saul Gone or something, but it's
Saul Gone. Yeah, Saul Gone. That's the one. Yeah, it's getting a bit of bad press though for the last few episodes, but I think the last few episodes are really good. I like that.
I've seen good press, so I guess it depends who's watching it. Yeah. I know the present day is all in black.
Yeah.
The present day is all in black and white. So
that's right.
He did like a thank you message, but it was from behind the scenes in his court suit, and it's fucking bright pink and everything. I thought it might be silver, but it's pink and yellow. It looks amazing in color. So go and check their videos. Yeah, they did a couple of thank yous, and I thought it was. And when you look back at it, it's such an amazing series that everyone, including me, thought would be shit because it was just a spin-off of Breaking Bad with the final.
And you know how it's gonna you know what it's gonna lead up to, and it was such a good show, phenomenal. And it's if put a gun to my head
so well.
Yeah, they did. It's great, man. Because even in that Lalo guy, one of the Lalo characters from the one of the cartels, because in Breaking Bad, season 2, when Saul Goodman first meets Jesse Pinkman and Walter White. Saul Goodman is like, did Lalo send you guys? So he references the guy Lalo from Better Call Saul. Is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's not really much of a spoiler at this point because everyone knew. But what I did notice about Aaron Paul, his voice is way deeper. So he's like, yo, he's trying to be younger. But he's like 20, 15 years older. But I think it works pretty well. And all the characters are great. I like how they did it. I like the fact. Well, let's not spoil it, but I like the ending.
Yeah,
it was really good. Different, really subdued. Because I guess Breaking Bad ended a bit loud and this was really quiet, but I think it's perfect. And Bob Odenkirk is so good.
What a talent! Absolute talent of a guy.
But the whole cast, the Gus Fring guy is great. He's so fucking robotic and weird.
Yeah, weird.
The Kim works for Rare Seahorn. Whatever the name is, Mike Ehrmantraut, Jonathan Banks,
Howard Hamlin. What a character!
They're all fantastic characters. It's such a cool world. And Craig Johnson is a real New Mexico resident, so he should be in the next.
I agree.
Cool Craig.
Yeah, I think you should definitely do it. Yeah, 10,000.
Red Rocks is
nice.
Red Rocks is a bin venue, and guess who else sold it out? Bert Kreischer twice. What do you mean, Bert Kreischer? None of my friends have heard of Bert Kreischer.
Kreischer.
But no. All jokes aside, though, I really want to go to Red Rocks, and I prefer to go and see comedy because it looks good. It's an outdoor venue up in the fucking hills in Denver somewhere. I think it just looks beautiful.
Something popped up the other week on Sky Arts. It was Stevie Nicks live at Red Rocks, and and they showed the footage of the cars getting to the venue and stuff as well. And it's fucking right in the middle.
Well, I guess it's out in the middle of nowhere, away outside of Denver, because you can see the city in the background. So Napo is that Denver in the background that you can see?
John Denver. Hell yes.
Yeah, 600 grand gross, but I imagine renting it's probably about 200 grand. So I don't know.
Nice.
You can make a lot of money from that kind of venue. But what I did hear about theaters and stuff is that if you do one night in a theater, you don't make as much as you would in 3 nights in a club, because obviously at a 10,000 seat you're going to make a lot of money, but those venues charge you an absolute fortune. Maybe not Red Rocks because it's not a traditional place, but like a theatre will charge you a fortune. You've got to pay for all the staff. You've got to rent the curtain fee, which is for an opening, so that's like $5 grand. All the staff, all the security, everything.
You got to pay for the curtain to open. Are you taking the piss?
Yeah, theatres charge you a curtain fee. It's fucking stupid, and it's a few grand. It's just it's a bullshit fee, isn't it? But then if you do more than one night at a theatre, that's the fucking money. That's the money. But not something like Red Rocks is a really unique venue. But yeah, there would have been a lot of money coming in there. And I don't know. I imagine Netflix paid for the special as well because it's Burr. So it takes a little penny. But specials are about selling tickets for the future as well. So
I bet these fuckers who do these residencies in Vegas, I bet they earn some fucking crust.
Oh yeah. Oh, residency. Denver, yeah. So Denver's a place I do want to go to be fair, but it could be a few trips down the line. But then again, though, it's quite high, and I might well suffer from the altitude. So we'll see. I'll look into
it. We can only hope.
Yeah, I don't know how high Denver is. Obviously, it's high, man. But I struggled at 11,000 feet in Peru. So, however high.
What were you struggling with? Your breathing or just lightheaded?
I stepped out the taxi and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I couldn't breathe. I was like, and then really sleepy. And then for 4 or 5 days, like you'd run up a flight of stairs and feel fine, and then at the top you'd suddenly be breathless. It'd be like, really weird stuff. Headaches, can't drink.
Isn't Peru where they got that one of the world's most powerful telescopes or some shit in Peru?
Probably got one up there, in the Andes, I would think.
A fucking colossal telescope. The program on about, and they were saying when they had to get this telescope though, they would go up so far and they'd walk a bit of the way. They had to put like breathing apparatus on as well, just to get in there, because the air was so it was so high up.
I'm googling because Matt said it's a mile. I can't remember how many. I can't break that down. Oh god. I got Denver height in feet, and it gave me John Denver's height as 5'9".
John Denver. Take me home.
I think I can handle the altitude of John Denver.
That John Denver's full of shit, man.
Okay, 1,600 meters, so that's 4,800, about 5,000 feet. So yeah, it's actually half the height of Cusco in Peru. So I might be okay, because I handled 8,000 feet, which was Machu Picchu. That was all right. So yeah, no, maybe I can. Plus, you can get high as fuck. There we go, 5,200. It would be better for me than Cusco, but obviously I'm a bit older. Who knows? But I'd probably just take aspirin, and the pills that you had were aspirin and caffeine. And then when I was up there, I chewed coca leaves and stuff. But in Denver, I'd just take some edibles. We'll be all right.
Job done. Jobs are getting. Have you heard about Heat 2, the book?
I have heard about Heat 2. Is it going to be a book or a film?
Book. Or both? I think the book is either out or it's coming out soon. But there's speculation of a film to follow. But as it currently stands, Michael Mann has just done the novel. Excuse me.
I saw someone tweet about it. Okay, a Heat 2 movie as an impossible recasting challenge. Yeah, it depends. Is it an actual sequel? Is it a prequel?
Well,
Is it what's going
they
on?
just call it Heat 2, but my understanding is I think it's going to dance between prequel and sequel, if that makes sense.
That's what actually, that I've read it. I did read that. It's kind of like a Godfather 2 almost.
Yeah, I think it's going to dance between the two. Whether or not they're going to... I mean, I suppose they would have to stick to the original characters. I mean, I think I don't even think we know if like De Niro's character's dead, right? Did he die? Did he actually die? Did he stop breathing?
I think no, we assume so, but it might not be the case. Yeah, I guess we assume so. Could be that he just got caught. Barrett Red Rocks was killer. I'm surprised he's still so free with his act. Keeps it real. What small bits he did in that friend was killer. I still haven't seen that. Didn't face it. Yeah, no, he's Bear's a proper comic. He can have a bomb, no problem, and he just deals with it. When he went on SNL, he was getting groans.
Yeah.
When he was saying, how did white women squeeze themselves into oppression? Like, how the fuck did you squeeze yourself into it? And how did he go at white women? And he just got so many groans, but he just kept going. He kept going. He kept going. Yeah, he's Bear's a proper comic, and he's always been free. He's in with Hollywood and stuff, but he always said no. He's never going to compromise on what he wants to do for comedy. So
comedy first, but he earned his crust though, didn't he? Through the streets of Boston, the Boston clubs, and he came up as a comedian the hard way, right?
Yeah. He had a long road, so he in the. He's been going over 30 years. It took him 20 years to get any sort of recognition.
Like he can take all that shit. I think if you stuck Ricky Gervais in a similar position as him, I don't think Gervais could handle some.
Yeah, well, he said himself recently on like Sirius, Jim and Sam, that he wouldn't ever do a comedy club. So he what's the point? He doesn't even see that as he wouldn't like that. He just wants to do his show, right? It's kind of different. I guess Gervais is almost like a one-man show for sure. But Bert, so I think in the 2000s he got a TV show, moved to Hollywood because he used to live with Bobby Kelly. Moved to Hollywood. The TV show started filming in August. This was a really interesting thing. It was an interview with Kevin Bacon he had, and he was talking about his history. He doesn't open up too much about it. He said, but by December, this TV show was cancelled. His agent dropped him. His manager dropped him. He couldn't even get up at the Comedy Store or the Laugh Factory. They were like, nope, you're not getting up. So he had nothing. So he was like, So he moved back to New York, moved back in with Bobby Kelly, and then started again in New York. So he's, that was after he'd been going well over 10 years.
Yeah.
And just went and just did it again and just said, right, this time I'm going to grind it. And he just slowly got his name up in New York after all that. So, yeah, Bear's done it for real. He's a proper comic.
Yeah.
That happens to be able to sell out arenas and be in fucking Star Wars and all the rest of it now.
Yeah. On the fucking Netflix and Disney payroll while still doing the stand-up comedy ones without any compromise.
That's the great, thing is with Tim Dillon, you have to remember he's gay and Tony Hinchcliffe isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it?
To be gay would definitely be Hinchcliffe, right? Because Hinchcliffe looks.
It might be a conspiracy theory where that Hinchcliffe is gay and Dillon's not, but they just decided to swap for a while.
Switch roles. Yeah, I started to listen to his latest Tim Dillon's latest podcast the other day. It's not as good as the one he had last week or the week before, rather. But yeah, he's brilliant, man. I just
podcast's always good, and I'm on his Patreon as well. So he's about a month behind on it, but every now and then I'll just listen to 6. His Patreon it gets even more wild on the Patreon. It's insane.
Nice.
And if you liked his special, Kelly, at the end, he does the bit about the Dykes of the lesbians on Airbnb. That he got he's permanently banned from Airbnb. But there's a podcast episode, I think 2 of them, where he gets into that war with these Airbnb owners, and it's great. He spends the whole episode on them. He was texting them, "I know where you live. What a shame if your house burned down."
Just blasting them down
Very, very, very good.
Good old Tim. He ain't bad for a fat gay guy. He's quite good.
Yeah, it's just sound cat. I had a friend who's dead now. He died at 28 years old. He, if you met him, you would think he was the gayest man in the world. Like it was like, hello, literally limp, running around.
Yeah.
Like girls. Never like women at all. and then he died. So
maybe
in
28, he died from an angry hymen, friend.
He did. He had an epileptic fit.
Shit.
And, he was a good boy, good boy, Rob. But he was the scariest man I ever saw. But he wasn't. It's weird. But apparently, in a bit like Kinnison, where Kinnison went mental after getting run over as a kid, this kid apparently was the other way. When he was like 10, 11, he was really butch. Well, he's a big kid, and when he come out of the coma or whatever, he was a camp little skinny guy. So he changed from a car accident or getting hit by a car.
Weird things happen. It was a program on, this is fucking years ago. This was when BBC Three was before it got axed and then come back. I didn't watch it all because it was boring, but there was this kid, late teens, early 20s, and he was a bit of a lad, rugby player, and he fell down a hill. I think he nearly broke his neck or some shit, but when he come around, he was gay. It was I don't know how true that is, but he could have just been
perfectly
sexual and thought, "This is my way out. This is my way out."
Well, you've had people have a bump on the head and they can speak a different language.
Yeah,
or they've got like a French accent or something. It's weird. It's just
it is completely bizarre. Yeah, it's like I don't believe in the supernatural as such and this that, but it's like when. Like in the days where like people would have exorcisms and shit, and then they would be reported as speaking in foreign languages. But I think they can prove now it's just basically like they would have a serious mental disorder, like a form of epilepsy, where they'd have a serious fit, and a part of their brain would trigger off somewhere else, and they'd be speaking like fucking Aramaic and stuff, like weird ancient languages.
Yeah, it probably explains a lot of them. Some of them might have been possessed by whatever the UFO phenomenon is, but there we go. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? UFOs, man. God bless. He calmed down, just shoved things up my ass. No, that was Uncle Dave.
Yeah, it was indeed Uncle Dave. Yeah, I don't know. Edinburgh, do you like Edinburgh?
Nah, shit, never going back. Honestly, I loved it. What a beautiful place. I think I want to go back. Beautiful city. Great people. The people are class, man. There was this. I would come home. It was this guy. I think the second day me and Tommy went to the shop, and it was a homeless guy outside Sainsbury's. And I said, "Look, buddy," I said, "I ain't gonna change, but I'm going in." I said, "Do you want me to get you a sandwich or a drink?" He went, "No, cheers, pal. I'm good, man. Thanks, pal." Like proper, like bubbly, top of the world. I'm good. No worries.
Yeah. See, the difference between me and you is I lie to the homeless, and I say things like, "I'll be right back. I'm coming back this way."
Yeah, yeah. He was bro. But I loved it. It was great, and the Fringe was an experience and a half, and I can't wait to go back next year. I mean, if I didn't have Dream Crushers, I'd be up there this year. I'd be gone again. But hey ho. But it was excellent. But next year I'm going to go for a week. So I think maybe we discussed this, bitch. Yeah, so I want to go for a week. Oh, was it Hayden? Was it? Yeah. I thought it was Keely. I was going to say, shut up, bitch. So yeah, what about you? Did you have a fun-fueled couple of days, or are you gonna?
Yeah, the worst thing for me was the fucking weather in the hills. I walked so much and just was sweating all day and all fucking night. But yeah, good. Yeah, really good fun. Bit manic. Didn't quite see what I wanted to see. Didn't quite do what I wanted to do. But I can, if I want, I can go back for a couple of days next week. But can I be asked?
Fair track.
It is, but I'm mentally ill, so I might do. And I've got there's a few. I can probably do a few different shows if I go up. So I just need to get some messaging going this week. And then I'm going to Manchester, and then I'm coming back, and then I don't know. Then I might be coming to Wales or Bristol or somewhere.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, we can try and you mentioned earlier trying an in-person pod for like September or some shit, so we can figure that out. Yeah, it'd be great to do it on a certain date, like you said, a certain monumental date.
A monumental date, and so that would be the best. But I think it's a Sunday, unfortunately.
Jesus' Day, even better, man. Even better. We can get like eagles tattooed on our chests and shit.
Well, maybe the Saturday, and then after midnight, it's that day. So
yeah, that's true.
Count, I guess.
Well, definitely come.
I think it should be definitely. That should be a day that this podcast always celebrates. I think it's a special day in our hearts.
Yeah, the hearts
and minds,
man. Of everywhere.
The truth.
Yeah, Truthman Capote, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Bob's a fucking character, isn't he? Bob Walsh.
He is.
Wrong comedy. He's been doing it for since 1922. And he's a character and a half, guys. Check him on YouTube. Bob Walsh, Wrong Comedy. Really cool guy. Oh, look. It's my father. Carl. This is my dad's. This is Carl.
Is that your dad? I thought
your
uncle. All right. Hi, Dad. This is your son. He's now on YouTube and
I'm mentally ill as well.
He's a gamer.
Yeah, I am.
Why not? Never forget 9/11. I forget 9/11 every single day. But then when I do remember, I go, God, it looked cool. God, it looked cool.
Yeah, great holograms.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
But
especially the second.
I'm not saying it's good.
The first one was kind of like, yeah, this could be an accident. But when you saw the second one, it was kind of like, yes.
There's a shot that you just can't find anymore. I swear it's a chopper filming the back of the plane before it goes into the second tower, and it's a great shot. It's like something from the movies. I can never find it again. Whenever I go on my 9/11 rabbit holes every few years, and it's been a few years now.
A number of years since 9/11.
Do you know what? Maybe next month I'll go down a rabbit hole. I'll listen to all the black box stuff. I'll listen to all the stewardesses phoning up air traffic control and crying.
Right. Mommy, Daddy, I love you.
I'll listen to the hologram operators. All that stuff.
Yeah.
It's good. Good fun.
Good times. Good times. God bless America, eh? What a time to be an American.
Good times had by all. Yeah.
You'd have asbestos in your lungs. If you was at the scene, you'd probably die of severe cancer. You get no insurance companies would pay out because, fuck you. It's your fault for being too close to the fire in the first place. A lot of kids became orphans. We went into a war, an illegal war. Raped and pillaged and plundered a lot of shit, created a vacuum crisis. Good times, man. Yep. Good times.
If the firemen had got there on time, there would have just been flames. There wouldn't have been asbestos and stuff.
Yeah, but as we've established multiple times in this podcast, lazy. Posting
pictures about rescuing ducks in Wales instead of putting water on your burning sister.
Yeah. Well, they would argue you can't just put hot water on someone or cold water on a burning person because it's damaged their skin. No, you're just making up excuses, pussies.
Kelly's on board. Fake like the moon landing. Burbank Studio, Stanley Kubrick.
Kubrick.
If Kubrick directed the moon landing, who directed 9/11? Who was big? I'd say Oliver Stone, but he was the anti-government. So I don't know. So
yeah. Oliver Stone would have been like the 9/11 director, but I don't know who would we go for. Christopher Nolan. Nolan.
Before his time, I think maybe like a Michael Bay.
Michael Bay. Yeah, I think it was too stylized for that.
Produced by Jerry Bruckheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer Productions. Yeah, I think if Christopher Nolan was around then as a director, I think it would have definitely been. But Christopher Nolan would have done it in a way where you could see the towers falling in a way that looked like a controlled explosion.
He would have done it backwards. It would have started with the rubble, and then it'd be black and white, and then someone will wake up, and then they'll have to, go backwards and work out.
Yeah, maybe a Michael Bay thing, quite possibly so. Yeah, I agree.
Work out who did it, and then ultimately frame Osama bin Laden. Yeah. See, that's partly what I think. Do you know the Iron Man movie with Ben?
Check him in the sea.
The Iron Man movie with Ben Kingsley is like the Mandarin or something. You ever seen that?
The what? The Iron Man.
So one of the Iron Man films has got Ben Kingsley as the bad guy, and he's called.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's partly about Bin Laden. It's just this guy in the camo stuff that they build up to be this evil guy in a cave, right? And then actually he's just an actor.
He's just an actor. Yeah. He's just an actor. Yeah, that was Iron Man.
I think that's partly based on Bin Laden.
And also the Family Guy episode. Seen the Family Guy episode where they're in Afghanistan and they're filming a suicide bomber video and they keep laughing. Stop it! You keep making me laugh. I'm doing this serious video. Please stop. And then they come to the West. Like, you're doing it again. This is fun. Good times, eh? God bless America. God bless
M. Night Shyamalan as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Might be a big action centric for him, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't like. I mean, we couldn't go Spielberg. We couldn't go George Lucas.
Past their time, really. Past their time. They stopped making proper films by then. I will have to have a look. But I'm thinking Michael Bay-ish, but maybe not Bay. Maybe a. It's hard to tell. I can't remember who was making action films around about that time.
I think, Michael Bay, Jay Bruckheimer shit would be there. I think it'd just be too realistic for them kind of films. For them, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get back to you on this one, kids. We'll get back.
We'll figure out. We'll figure out who directed 9/11. Yeah, but I missed them. I saw one of my friends' shows up there, Greg, and I didn't get to see another one, Eric Rushton. I've only met him a few times, Eric. I gigged with him, though. He's a good boy. Very odd little fellow. Always wears like a little shell suit thing, even in the heat of Edinburgh. Yeah, nice city. I like the city. I like the pubs. And having more time, it'd be good anyway, just to like see more stuff, do more stuff, and also see more of the city because it's a cool city. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it's a cool city. Just random fucking thought. Kubrick would have been dead for 2001 anyway, so that's that. Oh yeah, no, he did. The Moon for sure. He died in the late 90s, didn't he? Edinburgh Fringe. Sorry, just a random thought that I had. Just to sort of go backwards in time. But Kubrick would have been dead then. But the Fringe. I think next year I said when I go back, I want a solid day and a night of doing nothing other than just watching stuff and just go and see the city, just like meet other people as well. Because we've done as much as we could when we was there, but obviously the gig started like 11 o'clock. So the time the gig finished and you get back to your hotel and you don't wake up until like late AM, early PM, and you just want to rest. So next year I want like a day, maybe either side of gigging, just to take it all in. You can go out on the booze on the last night, and the first day it's good to walk around. There's but the whole other side of the city that I'm not sure you saw much of. I know where the bus station is. That side of the city is really nice as well, like the streets around there. It's all good. But I did like that grass market area. I did a gig down there where I met you. Beautiful spot. Because did you see Glenn Wall put up a picture of that area, that spot we was at? Yeah, because he was doing his stuff in the place that I gigged in as well. His show was at like 9. Yeah. The one I was on was at midnight, so it was at the Beehive down the grass market. So that's why I'd literally just been there, took the photo, then I saw him put that up. So I like replied with money. He'd just been there. Pig. Cool. Lovely little evening that was. Yeah. No, when he put a picture up, I was kind of like, oh, I was there not so long ago. Oh, beautiful. But the Beehive, that looks like a nice little bar. Looks like a nice pub. Yeah, it's got like 2 or 3 floors. The gig venue was up on the 3rd floor, I think. Right. When I had to run, because I asked him if he had any dropouts. Because I went there the night before to watch Dave do his set, and I said the next day, have you got any dropouts? And he goes, no. And it was literally 10 to midnight in Ron Comedy. Right. And the signal in that basement bar, I was getting a shit signal down there in the Globe. And then I happened to go outside and a message come through, goes, do you want to go up tonight? And I was like, yeah. And it was 10 to midnight, but I couldn't get out of Ron Comedy till 10 past. And I had to sprint. Yeah. I sprinted the whole way from the Globe down the hill, all the way up to where I met you, cobblestones. And I got there just absolutely pissing with sweat. Yeah. My phone was dead. My phone had died. So I was trying to get stretch. That's a fucking fair stretch. I know someone was downhill. And the gig's been going 15 minutes when I get there. So I was like, I just have to wait in the corridor, sweating like fuck. Yeah. That one's fun because it's called the Drunken Heckle. So they give 3 or 4 audience members a paddle and they can heckle you. They're allowed to heckle. Oh, okay. So they go up and do your set, and then they start giving you shit, and then you can give them shit back.
Right, so that's kind of like a gong show in some sense, but rather than voting you off, they just get a paddle and
you stay up for like I think it's 7 minutes, and then you just do material, and I had 3 or 4, and it just fun. I think I said something about, does anyone else have a local pedo? And this like 18-year-old student went, yeah, you. And I was like, I just looked at him and went, well, I'm glad I fucked you, and I'm glad I never wore a condom. How are you doing, my little cum baby? And,
yeah. These are
it's just fun shit
things,
like that.
Yeah, the beautiful little things that have in your back pocket, just in case some little prick decides to throw all the heckle away. I like that one.
And I earned a salary of £1 per minute on that. I got £7.
Beautiful. That's like a beer and a half, man.
Which with my dead phone, I got wonder out of it. With my dead phone, I had to walk to Brewdog, ask him for a phone charger, and take my cash and go, "Can I get a beer with this, please?" Yes, so it was handy that I got it. So they let me charge my phone at midnight in Brewdog or 1 a.m. in Brewdog.
Nice.
Had a beer, chilled out, and had a good time. But sleeping in that flat I was in was a bit uncomfortable for the first night, but
you shared it with a lot of boys.
It got a bit easier because people were leaving.
Young boys,
and just a lot younger and a lot different sensibility. So I think a couple of times I upset them with jokes.
Well, is it? Imagine going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and upsetting someone with jokes, eh?
Well, they had every morning in the flat they had a 10-minute tidy, and let's 10-minute tidy. And I just refused most of it. And then the last day, I just went, God, still a bit drunk. I went, oh, tidy, tidy, tidy. And one of them looked at me and went, what? And I just went, tidy, 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 and just glared at me. And then I was like, all right, I'm fucking around. Relax.
Relax. Take it easy.
If I do return, I'll also be sleeping there again for a couple of days. So I'll see what the deal is. But everyone should be depressed by that point.
Probably. I mean, if they're there for the full 28 days, depression's going to sink in, right?
To be fair to them, they did 28 days, and then I think half of them did 28 days and half of them did 2 weeks. They were doing different stuff, but tough going. And then I know Alex, someone I know up there. He was on the podathon for Andrews. Actually, he's got 2 shows. He's did 28 days each, so it's 56 shows. And he does fluctuate with his mental health as well. So I think he's had some ups and downs. But he's good friends with Tony Slattery. If you know who Tony Slattery is.
Oh, the name rings a bell, but I can't really.
So he was part of probably some. It was a comic, but do you know the show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, great show. We used to love that.
So he was a regular on that, on the British version. Right. So with Josie Lawrence, there was Tony Slattery, Greg Proops used to come over from Canada. They were the regular cast. So Slattery's he's a bit of a legend in British comedy, but he's also had a bit of a hard time. So he's had a bit of an alcohol problem for a few years.
Oh, he's an actor as well.
Alex is really good friends with him as well. So normally he's sniffing around up there. I'm hoping I might be able to go and do one of his shows. I think he's got an improv show, but I'll just have a couple of beers and mess around. We'll see what goes on. Yeah, Edinburgh, it's good. It's good. I'm glad I got to go up. Glad you got to go up and experience it first time. I know Edinburgh so well. Weirdly though, I had never been to that area where I met you. I've been all around it, but I'd never been there. It's just quite a lot of places.
I took the photos and I thought he's bumping into this place. Is fucking cool. And he was like, "Yeah, never been down here." It was nice because the first night we got there, on the way to the venue, we stopped. That's the first place we stumbled across where we thought this looks nice. Let's just let's set up camp. Yeah, have a drink and work our way down through the town. Where it was a beautiful little spot, and I think I'll definitely go back to that area again, without a doubt.
Yeah, great. It's definitely cool. It gets so busy early evening though. I was trying to go out for a pint. It was just there was nowhere to go. It was just too busy.
Yeah,
early evening.
There's so many hotels though, embedded. I know there's in Cardiff as well, but there's so many hotels just embedded within within Edinburgh, little streets and stuff. We found an Ibis hotel like just where you wouldn't expect to see a fucking hotel.
Yeah,
I think I might get one somewhere like that, more centralized.
Yeah, there's tons of places to stay up there. But yeah, I'll see what the deal is for next year. But yeah, got a few plans. But it's just hopefully it'll come around quite quick probably as well. Actually, in some ways it seems like a long time ago for last year, but in other ways the year went quick because I only had 3 months and then I was in Brazil and then I'm here. It's August. Yeah. It's like mid-August.
UK baby, back in the UK.
Nice.
I think once we start getting plans together about dates to get back up next year, looking at venues, maybe looking at flights and shit, I think that's when it's going to get real and the time's going to fly by, man. It's going to go good. So I think the aim is to try and get cancelled in the UK, try and get cancelled in Wales first, and then work my way to the Fringe.
Hopefully, yeah, and they're very sensitive up there. What's all this banging going on in the background?
Oh, it's fucking Hank with his treat.
Oh, we'll let him off. We'll let him off. He's had his bollocks cut off.
He had his bollocks taken off today, so I can't really take away a treat.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no. Yeah, take the treat from your sick dog.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fine.
You know, if it was one of the kids, I would have fucking thrown a full can of beer.
Yeah, I thought it was a family up and at it again. Yeah, I agree.
I would have literally drawn first blood. I would have thrown a full can of Amstel, the eyebrow, just to watch the blood trickle down, and then holding their face disorientated, oh shit. But no, with the dog and his balls being off, I'm going to give him a free pass. You know, that's what I'm going to do.
So he's not got the cone on yet, then, or what's going on?
He hasn't got the cone on yet, but he's absolutely fine though. He's as long as he's got a treat in front of him and a little bone to nibble on, great. But I think we'll put the cone on before bed.
Yeah, so stop him pulling the stitches out and that's right.
Yeah, well, he's got internal stitches, but he can still lick the outer part, which can cause infection. But so far so good. He's not fazed by it. He's not bothered by it. So I think they might
wait till those drugs. When those drugs wear off, he's going to go, "What even am I anymore? I'm not even a dog.
Am I a thing?
Am I a eunuch?"
Yeah, I mean, by all accounts, for all we know, he may want to identify. He may be non-binary. You know, we may have done him a favor. We may have done him a favor.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility. Yeah, there's a chance.
There's a chance. It's unlikely because he's not on TikTok, so it's unlikely he's gonna get into these modern fads. Look at him, my boy.
You could put him on TikTok as the non-binary dog.
The non-binary dog, yeah. And I think we should. I think we can try and capitalize on this for show. And
shits and gills.
Where else am I? What if I finished watching The Boys as well. All 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you did all 3?
All day, yeah. I did all fucking 3. I binge watched on the bus home from Edinburgh. How far are you? Where are you two?
I've done 3. I've watched them year by year, so I've finished 3
now.
Shit,
okay. Yeah, I binged them. I probably watched them less than a week. All 3. Just absolutely.
It's such a fun show. I love the violence and the crazy deaths.
The 3rd season, right? I think it's fucking great. It's completely over the top, right? It's uncalled for. It's unjust, but you know what? It's fucking brilliant. Absolutely class. Every episode.
I don't care about spoiling it, guys, but Homelander, we just takes the guy's head off in that speech. You think everyone's going to go mental, and then the stepdad is like, yeah.
Right. That's right, yeah, because he throws a can, doesn't he, his son. And then Homelander just stands there, just goes with his fucking laser vision, just pops his head. It's, what a show, man, because if you did have, a world where superheroes did exist, right? You can bet your bottom dollar most of them would just be absolute cunts. Absolute.
Yeah, and it'd be and the corporate stuff is right as well, where they're managed by the fucking point.
Yeah, the background. It's all about popularity, isn't it? It's all about well, if you want to keep being on top and famous, you gotta follow the rules of the game, bitch. It was what a watch. Absolutely fucking fantastic. Best scene for me.
I agree.
And I won't give anything away. Fuck it, I will. It's where Bill the Butcher and the crew are on a speedboat, and the Deep just comes in front of them on a killer whale. The Deep stand on a whale, and the speedboat, and they just go fuck it. They float the speedboat. It just goes through the fucking whale, It's just a dying whale on the beach.
It might be the first series where he kidnaps a dolphin, is it? And then he steps on the brakes and it goes through the windscreen.
Every time he tries to save an animal, the animal dies. And when he's in the restaurant, isn't he? The lobster's talking to him, and he says to the chef, "I want that one. I'll take him home. It's fun." And the chef gets him out with a knife in his head and cuts him open. He's like,
and he's fucking the octopus and stuff in the latest one. The orgy with the octopus on his dick.
He tries to get his wife to have a three-way, isn't he, with an octopus, and she's like, "Fuck this. This is way too much. I can't be dealing with this."
That's great.
It's a good show.
I love it, and they're definitely doing a season 4 because I follow one of the writers, and they were flying to Toronto to like a writers meeting.
Yeah.
So it's definitely coming.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think everything about it is brilliant. The more far-fetched they make it, I think the better it's going to get. It's only going to get better the more fucking extreme they make it, right? It's not going to work.
It's the dialogue's really good as well. It's really well written.
It's incredible, really well written as well. And the acting is also superb as well. Great acting.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice. It's definitely a nice show. So yeah, The Boys, Better Call Saul. I can't remember what else I've got. I've had a few movie recs off people and different podcasts that I've seen as well, but I don't know. Don't think there's anything interesting to talk about here. I still want to watch those horror ones we talked about with Brock, like X and Last Night in Soho.
Oh shit! Yeah. It's a weird one. Have you seen Prey yet?
Yeah, I watched it on Saturday. Maybe
Friday or Saturday. Commented. Yeah. It's how fucking great is that film?
Love it.
She posted a picture about the gun, and it was from the gun from Predator 2. I
didn't know. I didn't know enough about it.
But I assumed it was the same gun.
The two theories about it are that either he gives it to a different. They're called Youchers, the Predator. I didn't even realize that, but he either gives it to a different one, which gives it back to the guy in Predator 2, or because at the end there's loads more ships coming through the clouds, right? Or the other theory is loads more come down, and they either kill everyone and take it, but then the real fans would go, no, they wouldn't. They might come down and try and retrieve the head of the Predator that she took and just want the skull, and they would respect her because she's like a prime hunter or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe she gave them the gun as well to like as a gift or something. But it's a speculation, but it's fun to speculate. And I think they should do more. Not a sequel or anything, but I think they should. I think there's a TV series in development that's going to be a bit different.
Yeah.
But I think with the films they should do more, and they should just think of original stuff like Prey, like whether or not you go to different times or.
If I should mention that, because somebody put up a concept idea for a Predator film where they goes to like feudal Japan, and the guy who you've seen the new Mortal Kombat film.
I still haven't seen it actually.
Well, the actor who plays Scorpion in there, I can't remember his name, but he's like he's a right shit kicker. So someone come up with this concept of having it in feudal Japan, and this guy playing like a tribal elder or tribal lord, and then he's got to go and hunt the predator. And so yeah, there's ideas floating around.
The new one is Hiroyuki Sanada or someone.
Yeah, he's absolutely. He's a good actor. He's a great fucking fighter as well. And
yeah, I need to watch that actually. I didn't see it when it came out. I meant to, but
yeah, it's worth a watch. But yeah, so what you just said then is definitely, I think, something they should do. I think they
move
go far back, and you could probably futurize it too. You could probably put one like based in the near future or some shit. You could,
Yeah, take it away from the Americas. So obviously we've had it was filmed in Mexico, but we had like Guatemala and the USA three times with the Prey and stuff. So you could take it to feudal Japan, ancient Egypt, Roman Empire, futuristic one.
You could definitely do it, yeah. Even if they did like a fucking like a 6-part thing on Netflix of just different versions of events. So they were like Edinburgh, just like an hour long or whatever, just shit kickers.
Or like a chase across Europe or something, like different countries. They're on trains, getting on planes, and it's still turning up like cutting people's heads off, chasing them.
That'd be fucking great, that would, absolutely great. I don't think they should do more Alien vs Predators. I think they just try to come up with some mythology that didn't work.
they had comics of that which were really popular. So then they did the film.
Yeah,
I never saw them, but apparently the first one was awful, and the second one, they're two real big fans of the series. And they said we're going to come on and make it, and for whatever reason, I don't think it worked. It's like, I haven't seen them, and I don't think I will see them. Maybe I will one day.
I've seen them both, and I just was not impressed whatsoever because it's fucking stupid, right? Because the way, I mean, it's given away. Who cares? The first one ends whereby the predator, the body of the predator that dies on Earth, has been jumped on by a fucking face hugger, one of the aliens. So he's up in the fucking spaceship, the predator spaceship, and he's lying on the bed, and a chest burster comes out of him. And then the intro to the second film is that ship crashes back onto Earth, and it's it's just fucking terrible. Absolutely pissed.
So I'm gonna go back and watch Predators. I'm gonna go back and watch the one I never saw, which is the one made 4 years ago, The Predator, which apparently isn't good, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And then let me add in. I haven't seen Predator 2 since the 90s, so I'm gonna go watch Predator 2, Predators, The Predator. I'm gonna skip the Alien ones, just to get back into the world a little bit, because they're fun, even if they're not as good. They're still fun.
They're definitely worth the while. I mean, the second one is quite, I don't know, it's kind of poo. When did I watch it last? I watched it, I don't know, in the last 10 years I watched it. But it's okay. It's better than the Alien vs Predator franchise.
I feel I should go and watch it, because I've not seen it since I was a kid, so I think I should probably go back and watch it.
And I like Danny Glover's character. It's quite good.
Glover's class. Anyway, Yautja, the species is called. And I saw a YouTube video of all the different types of predator, I guess. So, interesting stuff. So, I'll get.
I'm gonna watch Prey again soon. I think though it was a good film. Plus, she's a little hottie as well. So, hey,
listen, it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing to be looking at, is it? For a couple of hours.
Yeah, exactly. And they also slipped in a good line as well. If it bleeds, we can kill it. They had to slip that one in. Perfect.
Yeah. So they did have a bit of that, but a bit of the action was almost a bit John Wicky. But you know what? The first film had a load of cheesy action as well, but it also had some cool stuff in this as well. I like the net that he's got that just literally disintegrates him and the log he's on.
Yeah, he goes right through the fucking log and just it's brilliant. I like a little idea with the axe on the rope. I know she done that before the predator come along, but it was just a fucking cool idea.
The shield the predator's got as well, but he used it to cut through the guy's head and the tree.
That's right, yeah, brilliant stuff. It's badass. Yeah. It's fucking, and she and the it's too soon to give anything away, but the way she used a certain thing of the predator to do a certain thing.
Yeah, it was class. Cool. Yeah. I thought it was a really interesting, different thing. Like you said, it's not the worst thing to be looking at for 90 minutes. So
yeah,
could be worse.
Hard. I think from this, right? Like obviously she was a strong female lead character, right? I think if as and when they reboot the fucking Tomb Raider franchise, they could learn a few things from this, right? They could definitely go badass with Tomb Raider, because I love the Tomb Raider films. I don't religiously watch them, but I enjoy them when they come on. I
watched them years ago, and it was for one reason at the time.
Angelina Jolie at the time, But I
great in that little outfit.
I just like the whole the old adventure idea going off, like the Indiana Jones stuff. I'm a sucker for all that crap, and I think if we were going to do another a reboot now of Tomb Raider, definitely they could fucking learn something from.
I think we've got our actress already, haven't we? I think she should be in it.
She should be in it, yeah. But I think somebody said I think it might be Emily Blunt might be lined up, but they could definitely take this, babe. They could definitely take this.
I think this one is someone. I forget her name. It's someone Mid Thunder. I can't remember her first name.
Yeah, little mid. She's beautiful.
Yeah, no.
Take this Native American.
Good action as well. Like good athlete. I think she would make a good Lara Croft type thing. Hopefully, this will blow her up, and she'll go and do a bunch of big movies now.
Kick ass. I think she should be in Tarantino's. I'll put 10 quid on her being in Tarantino's last film. Don't know why. I just will. Badass.
I'm going to watch a film tonight. Actually, I don't know what I'm going to watch. I'm going to have a little think about it and watch a nice little film. I've got so many to watch now, so much to catch up on. I've watched a bunch of TV recently. I think it's time to get on some films.
Nice. I started watching. A lot of TV. I've been watching more than films lately, but stick with TV just for a sec. I started to watch This City Is Ours. This is the from the writers of The Wire.
Yeah,
This Is Ours.
Heard about it.
Yeah, it's 2-3 episodes in. It's pretty good. It's definitely like the because The Wire is a bit of a slow burner. Yeah, I don't mean in a bad way. It's a slow burner. It purposely builds up the dramatics and the theatrics of the characters and stuff.
We own this city. It's got John Bernthal.
Yeah, he's pretty good in there.
Yeah, he's been on Joey Diaz's podcast a couple of times. That makes now.
Oh, he was. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw his face pop up. Yeah.
He was on back in the day on the old one as well, and then a couple of the new podcasts. It's he's good. He was the Punisher on the Marvel stuff. He was good in that.
And the Walking Dead as well.
Walking Dead originally, played the guy that got killed off pretty early. It's not a spoiler. It's been out 15 years.
Shane. In fact, my boy's been watching The Walking Dead from season 1 recently. I think he's on season 2 now. So I've been catching the other episodes. It's I
stopped at like 5 or 6, and then I went back and watched 3 more episodes, and I haven't watched any for years.
Yeah, we started. We watched them from start to finish, and I think back in the last year, I think they've done like a end of part 1 for the last season, and we haven't picked.
I only just watched the Negan stuff the last time I watched it, and then a few episodes after where he bashed in Glenn's face, and a few after that, I think.
He was asking for it.
And it was all messed up. They kept him alive for a bit, weren't they? He's like, help me.
Yeah, taunting him. Yeah. A fucking eye bulging out. Fuck me, Glenn.
Reminds me of someone.
Yeah. Right ugly bastard with his eye bulging out, wasn't he? Yeah. Hey, you guys.
Oh, my God. Yes.
God bless him. He made Glenn like a turtle.
How long do you want to go for tonight? Because I'm going to put something out there. I've got to cook some dinner tonight.
You cook some dinner, brother. Well, should we go for another 10, 15?
Yeah, let's go for another. Yeah, let's go for another 10.
I'm cool. I got to cook some dinner as well. Funny enough, I was going to give it 5 recipes. What, bitch? Pasta. Fuck you, bitch. Give me a glass of wine, bitch. Fucking whole bitch. Yeah, I was about to say the same thing to you in a few minutes. How long shall we go for? But then she's in the corner looking at pasta recipes for tonight. So I'm like, hey, bitch, make me some food, bitch.
You cooking so much?
I will be cooking for approximately 15 minutes. I'm gonna make a chicken stir fry with some other shit in there.
I like. Just ram it in there, brother. Just fucking
ram it in there, fry it up, nice and hot. Get some sauce in there. Get some noodles going.
Yeah, ram it in there. Think of a stag party, hiring one prostitute between 15 guys. Just cram it in. Just get in there.
Well, that's what we did at Edinburgh.
Oh, we did do that at Edinburgh, yeah. Well, technically, I didn't come, so it's not really cheating, is it? I mean, I couldn't come. Yeah. What was his name again?
Dave. Hank is on a 1-week warning. Don't matter what's wrong with your balls next week. If that sort of noise is on next week, you're dead.
The noise. Yeah, I'll stand on his.
We will have to talk about that. I'm not sure if I'm about at 6 o'clock next Thursday. We'll have to talk about what we do. But we'll get a show out.
We'll get a show out, even if we got to pre-do a fucking.
Yeah, let's talk about it early so it doesn't get too late in the week. We can get one out.
Shabba.
We should go. I don't know. I just went.
You just slumped then.
I just went.
Where am I?
Weirdly tight. I slept really well a week. Last night I didn't sleep too good. I'm having a nap every night for like 10 minutes. But I'm weirdly stingy eyed tired. I think tomorrow. And guess what? I've not left the house since Sunday.
Yeah, I saw you put something on Twitter earlier. It's been 3 days.
I've tried every day, and it was either raining or it got too late. And then tonight, doing this, maybe I'll go out the shop after this.
Yeah, do you care? Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I like to move. I'm not moving. I'm a fucking slug. I like to move around.
Yeah, but you've had a busy few months, right? You've been, from moving the house, to your parents from there to Brazil. From Brazil,
well, I didn't stop since I come home from Brazil. Really, I haven't really had a chill day and a chill night.
Yeah. Well, I think a couple of days rest is like, okay, is acceptable.
Yeah, the weekend I'm gonna veg. Yeah. Oh no, we've got a 12-hour podcast. I completely forgot.
We've got a 12-hour podcast on Saturday. Yeah, I mean, we can chill out. I mean, we can just sit back and relax and just, listen to the shit.
No, I want to get some quotes in because I was a bit quiet a lot of the time in January. This time they're fucking having it. Everyone's having it. No respect for anyone. I don't give a shit who's on. I'm not nervous about anyone. They're all a bunch of pigs.
Who you are? I don't care if your friend got cancer.
Carl will get angry.
Come on, man. Can you give me a glass of wine, please? Cheers, Dave. She went, Han, come on now. Otherwise, Carl will get angry.
Oh, yeah, after an hour and 15 minutes of it.
Yeah. What's another 10 minutes? Huh? Get the fuck out of here, fucking pig.
With your dog's balls.
With your dog's balls and your fucking pocket.
You should get them like in formaldehyde and wear them around your neck and a little like.
Already on it, mate. I've already on it, buddy. I found something to do it for me. Like one of those creepy guys in a fucking Vietnam film where you got like ears as a necklace.
Yeah, I remember Dolph Lundgren having that in Universal Soldier.
That's right, yeah, Universal Soldier, yeah.
Off, isn't he?
Just a fucking chain of fucking
classic. That first one was a classic. I know they made a bunch of hokey sequels in a series, but then I think they brought them both back like about maybe 10 years ago now.
Universal Soldier: The Return, I think it was called, and they had they're both from back. But the first one was what a fucking idea, right? Take dead soldiers and then revive them and just keep them cold, and just inject them with shit and just like turn them into robots, basically.
It'll happen at some point. So I am right in thinking that you never saw Jean-Claude Van Johnson, was it?
Dave, Stallone. Jean-Claude Stallone.
No, there was a Jean-Claude. I think it was Jean-Claude Van Johnson. It's phenomenal. I think they made one series.
Oh, there is a piste. There is.
So he plays Jean-Claude Van Damme filming, but he's also a secret agent on the side. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I know of it now. Yeah, I know exactly what you're referring to now. Yeah.
And there's the Nicolas Cage. Was it The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? It's just come out.
Fuck, have you heard that one?
It's got Nicolas Cage. It's got Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage in it.
Great.
It's just come out, so I'm going to watch that. I think it's similar. A bit of a piss take.
Excellent.
If you pluck one chord on the guitar, I'm going to shove it down your dick.
I'll strangle him with the fucking with the. You just learned no more tears on bass. Give me some knuckles, brother. My retirement fund right there. Sweet.
Nice one.
He's on a
nice one.
He's on an Ozzy Osbourne binge lately. Can't fault him.
Send him out a gig with Napo for a couple of months.
Yeah, and make him cry. Make Napo cry. Universal Soldier, what a great fucking film, man. Used to watch that all the time. Used to go to my mate's house, just crash over the night and watch Universal Soldier. There was another film we watched as well. Who the fuck? Was it Dolph Lundgren that too? A film called Dark Angel? No, was it Dolph? It's like this alien comes down, or an angel or some shit, and he's addicted to drugs or some fucking crap. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but we used to watch. Is it
a renegade cop works for the FBI in order to bring down a group of drug dealers with a sinister plan?
No, but this one, this is like a fucking like a demon or a like a dark angel or some shit. I got to figure the deal.
Oh, here we go. I've got a cover here. I think it is Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren, yeah, I'm sure he was in it.
My internet's been a bit slow here for this. Okay, so yeah, Dolph Lundgren, Dark Angel, 1990.
All right.
I might as well just bring this up here now.
Demons and drugs and shit, and that was a really good watch. Oh yeah, definitely. That's the boy.
This one?
Yes. Thank you very much. Oh, is that Rude? What's his name? Fucking the guy from Who's the angel in there? That's the guy from Blade Runner, right? I think.
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck this internet.
Yeah, definitely. That's the
so
one.
it is this one.
Yeah.
It is this one. All right, I'm gonna watch this at some point.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of those films I haven't seen since I was a kid. We just used to watch it all the time. Like
it must have all. I think it's also called I Come in Peace in one region or another.
Right. Yeah, I've not seen it since fucking hell, mid to late 90s, maybe.
All right. Okay. It's going on the list. Dark Angel, 1990.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, Lundgren was he was in some good stuff for a while back in the late 80s.
Yeah.
I can't remember many. I remember Universal Soldier. I remember Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
And obviously Rocky IV.
Rocky IV, when he broke Stallone's ribs or some shit, didn't he? Give Stallone a right fucking, yeah.
Yeah, Kelly, check out John. There's a documentary called JCVD, which is a bit weird, which I haven't seen. It's like a almost real, but almost not. And there's also Jean-Claude Van Johnson, which is a great. I think it's 6 episodes. Go and dig that out somewhere.
I used to love watching all the Van Damme ones, right? Like AWOL, Hard Target and stuff.
AWOL, Hard Target, Nowhere to Run. So there's one. Is AWOL was in the French Foreign Legion, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and his brother gets killed, and he carry. Yeah.
And I borrowed off a mate that I didn't see until I was like 18. Double Impact, where he plays twins.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's cool. It's in Hong Kong, yeah.
Good one and a bad one, basically, isn't it?
Yeah,
face off against each other. Yeah, he was. Van Damme was awesome action sequences, and always a lot of fun.
Yeah,
they called him the Muscles from Brussels.
I work with the he lent me a DVD of a Van Damme film. I'd never seen it before. It's years old now, but for that, it was quite new at that time. And he's working abroad somewhere, I don't know where, and he gets arrested and he gets done for the murder of his wife, but it wasn't him. And he goes to prison, and it's fucking brutal, man. It's just basically you just see fucking vicious like prison rape in there, and he's like the guy who just sits there like no one's fucking with me. What was that called? That was called something in hell. But then he
in hell. 2003.
Yeah. It's
I remember one where he went into a coma or something, and he had to train and run up mountains and stuff for a while before he had revenge. I think his family got murdered, then he went into a coma. That was one of the ones in the 90s, I think.
That sounds like a Seagal film as well. Is it Hard to Kill? What was the Steven Seagal one where he gets put in a coma?
It might have been Seagal. It might have been Seagal. To be fair.
I think there was a Seagal film where his wife gets like fucking killed, and he thinks his son's dead. He ends up in a coma for however long. He still puts
films out every year, and he put one out about 4 or 5 years ago that went through the trailer on Your Mum's House about how fat he is in it. And I watched the movie about 5 years ago. It was new then. He had a stunt double to walk up the stairs. Like, I swear, you never saw his face. And the whole film, he's just sat on top of a roof in Iraq, which is really like Northern California.
Yeah.
And he's just so fat, and his whole role is to sit down as a sniper. And every time he's moving, it's a stunt double. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah. But what do you expect, man? He's just sat in Putin's fucking luxury apartment. Just
now, yeah. But he was in shape back in the day. That early Seagal stuff like Nico and
Nico, Under Siege, yeah.
Under Siege. But there was another one with like the Jamaican gangs.
That was
Marked for Death.
Out for Justice.
Marked for Death. Out for Justice. Marked for Death. Yeah, all that stuff was great as well. Good fun.
Yeah, Nico, what a great film, man. Because that's the one where it's about heroin and stuff. He gets injected with heroin in that one, doesn't he? They shoot him up.
I haven't seen it since I was about 9.
Yeah, we had a box set. It was Out for Justice, Nico, and Hard to Kill. It was like a 3-thing movie VHS box set. Just used to watch them all the fucking time. As soon as one finished, put another one in, and just good times, man. Good times, eh?
Good stuff, mate. Right, we've got a podathon on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't already, press subscribe, like all that. And it's some more fake cancer. People. This is all I'm doing for someone with cancer. I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah.
I'll sit in my chair and go on the internet.
I agree.
And then maybe have a couple of drinks. So we'll see you there on the day. If you can help us out a bit by tweeting when guests are on screen, maybe take a screenshot, tweet, tag the guest, tag us. Only tag the guest once, though, because it'll get annoying. Because I was doing that whilst on here last year. So if anyone's watching, it will be helpful for someone watching to do it, like Dean or whoever wants to do it. Will be nice. Just every time a new guest comes on, like tag them, screenshot, link underneath to the show to just kind of keep it going on the day, like get people clicking and get people coming along.
We need the momentum going, baby. Subscribe, like Carl said, get onto the fucking podathon on Saturday as well. Blast that shit out the sky, baby.
Time Cop. Yes. Great film. Great. I think actually, because that was probably one of his. It's probably the big budget movie that he did. I think Time Cop.
Time Cop was great, man.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. It's 70. Yeah, it's mad. Should we wrap it up? Because I got to get in it. It's like I can smell food. I haven't eaten.
Before you slap it, brother, let's fucking do it. Pigs, I love you, pigs. Everyone, you fucking pigs. The white pigs, the pigs, the spotted pigs, every pig. Love them all.
Kelly, only do what you can if you're working. Don't get in trouble or anything like that. Do your job, and then if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. We'll get one of the pigs to do it. And we'll see you Saturday for sure. We'll see you online. Thanks for watching, everyone, and should we just disappear, Jamie, into the abyss?
Yeah, into the ether. Just disappear into the ether like an unwanted child down a toilet. Bye.
Bye then.